should be able to form a true superintelligence.
We are fighting the fake news. Fake, phony.
Video blogging world.
It's because it simply hasn't been technologically possible.
Just click once, twice, and you're into my operating theatre live, immediately.
The fake news media.
Biologists call this swarm intelligence.
So that we have the strong and stable leadership we need to see us through Brexit and beyond.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Creativity Plus New Reality. I think this is our 12th such conference. Rather self-indulgently, I want to start by thanking the team at H&K for orchestrating a lineup of speakers for you today, which I think in the more than 10 years which I've been hosting this event is probably the best we've ever had. I'd also like to take this opportunity to welcome Jack Martin, Global Chairman and CEO of H&K Strategies, and thank him for his personal support for this event. The theme of this year's conference is New Reality. This is a theme that was unavoidable in my mind, given where we are in the world today. Indeed, one might even choose to describe the now as surreal. But this is a conference that puts creativity front and center. And by virtue of that, I hope today you will find us in optimistic tone. I was at an event last week and reminded by one of the speakers of a speech made by Robert Kennedy back in the 60s, when the world faced similar existential threats. We live in times of danger and uncertainty, but we live in times that are more open to the creative energy of man than at any other time in history. As humans, we have an immense capacity to change and to adapt to changing times. And times are changing at outstanding speed. We look set to enter what some are calling the fourth revolution. Preceded by the agricultural, industrial, and digital revolutions, the fourth revolution will be defined by exponential advances and innovations across almost every aspect of our lives. Advances in neurobiology, in genetics, in artificial intelligence, in virtual, augmented, and mixed reality, in blockchain technology, in the circular economy, and much, much more. And many of these issues we will cover in today's agenda. And yet we can also see a world in turbulence. The rise of polarized and populist politics, inequalities in wealth distribution and in gender representation, climate change and man-made disaster, and the separation of fact from reality, a fake news environment that challenges the truth and reality. At the end of this week, a new survey will be published by Populus. This survey will show that capitalism as a system is now more unpopular than it's ever been before. A system that is increasingly seen as corrupt, greedy, and selfish. And concurrent with that, it will show a rise in support for big state, pro-regulation, and pro-tax. The outpouring of opinion across the political landscape, but perhaps more importantly, from all corners of public opinion since the revocation of Uber's license here in London, is evidence of the divisive impact that rapid change brought about by technological advancement can have on society. Businesses face a huge challenge at this very moment, and business needs to respond. And we in this room need to take responsibility for shaping a better reality rather than hiding from reality. One response that we've been working on at H&K here in London is one that we've called Better Impact. Better Impact we launch today. Doing Good dominated this year's Creative Awards landscape. Fearless Girl, Superhumans, and the Ireland Index, to name but three, prompting the Cannes Lions organisers to announce that they're teaming up with the United Nations to create a Sustainability Awards category for 2018. Better Impact is a performance consultancy offer for brands seeking to improve their impact not only on the planet, but on people. Our Better Impact score measures brands and businesses against the globally agreed UN Sustainable Development Goals, identifying the goals that most align with your business's performance, stakeholder perceptions, and most importantly, purpose. Business is and needs to get serious about the Sustainable Development Goals. It's not enough that businesses make good products. They also need to be good citizens. And as a recent report from our partners, the Future Laboratory, made clear, brands are now obliged to move beyond brand standing to create actual positive social change. If you would like to hear more about this initiative, then will you please come and find me during the course of the day or speak to one of my colleagues, Susie Greenwood, who's also here and leads this particular project at H&K in London. Now, we invented this conference as a moment to step back and take a look at what's new and interesting now and how it might affect our futures. To help you understand how new technologies really work and the impact that they're having on all of our lives and how to navigate these new realities. That is why today we have drawn speakers from a range of industries. All, hopefully, I think, will give you something valuable to take away. So first, it's my very great pleasure to introduce our first speaker of the day, the man who leads WPP, the world's largest marketing services company, to talk about the opportunities he sees technologically and geographically, the challenges presented by new consumerism, and his own new competition. Here to talk about navigating the new realities, will you please join me in welcoming to the stage Sir Martin Sorrell, together with CNBC's Steve Sedgwick.